Hello, everybody. Playing this game. Okay. There. First flash. I always forget to mute this. Something is ringing. Why won't it stop? My hand limply reaches out towards the noise, but I can't seem to locate it. Ugh. Must be around here somewhere. I sense something rigid at my fingertips. Suddenly, I hear a loud crash. Beside me, the ringing stops. Oops. History. What did I? Ag. Forcing myself upright, an intense light greets my eyes. Beside me stands a hazy figure I can't make out. Do you mind not making so much noise in the morning? Sister's still asleep. As my eyes adjust to the light, I see my mother standing beside me. I look downwards and see my table lying on the floor. My alarm clock just next to it is broken into pieces. I'm not cleaning that up. Just get ready for school and come downstairs. I made breakfast. My mother walks off. I don't think she's particularly happy. Well, yeah, I kind of just flipped a table and broke an alarm clock. Well, I doubt many parents would be with their children creating such a ruckus. Still, it wasn't my fault. I was half asleep, for crying out loud. I pry myself away from the bedsheets and pick up the table and the broken alarm clock off the floor. I check the clock once, read, and conclude it's almost 7 a.m. Unfortunately, today is Monday, so it's back to school with me. Although it's cliche, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's not like I dislike it, but you'd think after transferring here things would have been a lot more lively. So far, nothing out of the ordinary has happened. Well, what do you expect? It's just a random town. You expect, like, a giant monster to jump out of your closet and murder you? Why was that the first thing I thought of? Anyways, though I can't really expect life to be like that. It isn't manga after all. Opening my drawers, I pull out my uniform. It's still good as new. I haven't had much time to wear in it. I've only been here a week. Is anyone actually watching this? No? Okay. It's probably good. For an international school, the uniform is quite generic. I was expecting something more prestigious, I guess. This is still Japan after all. Even though I've lived here all my life, my mother was set on sending me here. She's not a native, so she's at least wanted me to connect with her side of the family. Poor butt reading. Despite her promise that getting in touch with my heritage was a good idea, the school isn't even English, it's Welsh. pretty sure that's the country north of England. I don't think there's much difference anyway. After finishing doing up my blazer, I hear a shout from downstairs. Son, breakfast will go cold at this rate. You may as well let me have yours if you're gonna waste it. Oh, wow. Letting out a sigh, I close the door to my room and head to join my parents. Reaching the dining room, my mother and father greet me with warm smiles. Thank you so much for I thank you so much for Sit down, son. We have a hefty breakfast. Mother would approve of. Of course I would. I made it after all. Cookie. It's a really good cookie. In front of me sits a traditional English breakfast: eggs, toast, beans, sausages, and the like. I don't think I can eat all of this. The empty chair is pulled out from beside me. I guess my sister finally woke up. When it comes to morning, she's not very talkative or noticeable, to say the least. I'm sure she'll fire up later, though. Oh, yes, my beautiful family is gathered at least. My sister acknowledges my father with a quick glance and starts eating her breakfast in silence. Tell me, Fuzzy, how are your studies? Was that hefty fee worth it? The school is private and teaches foreign curriculum, so tuition fees are quite large. Luckily, my father can pay for it, and it's only for my final year. It's going okay. Wait. Am I technically, on the floor? The initial buzz of it wore off after the third day, I guess. It's like normal school. Not much different from the ones here in Japan. I didn't have an experience at a traditional Japanese high school, but due to our relocation to Tokyo, I had to transfer. If there was one noticeable comparison, it's the students. Most of them are natives, and a lot more are quite full of themselves. Even I'm only half Japanese. Really? That much for a normal school? What was the point of the fee then? Oh. You want our son to have the best education possible, right? And he's closer to my side of the family. reasonable. Tell me this. How soon have you been speaking to any girls at least? This guy's creepy. Are you really asking him that? Both my parents engage in a stare-off. Things like this happen all the time for them. This is only a bit of banter. Checking the clock on the wall, I realize I'm a bit behind schedule. I give my family a farewell and head towards the door. Wait! That clock is... I hear my sister say something just as I leave, though she doesn't chase after me to tell me. It was strange to hear her at this time of day, but I guess I can't fret about it now. I continue on a journey I'm only getting used to. I'm gonna get hit by a truck. Anyone played this game? No one's watching, but if you are watching, has anyone actually played this game? You can get it free on Steam. I'm cheap. That's why all the games I get on Steam are free. And because I don't have any money. The street leading to the school is particularly empty. I can't speak. Only a couple of locals are walking by, and the number of students is quite low. Checking my watch, I realized that I had left considerably early. I guess the clock at home was a bit slow. A faint noise distracts me from my rest. Wait, can I say up? I want to say up. Ahead of me is a female student, presumably from my school, picking up the contents of her bag off the floor. I guess she dropped it. Why do I just keep running into people in all the games that are like this? Like there was Crush Crush. I ran into a girl and broke her ribs. This game, I probably ran into her and she probably like died. I mean, she probably dropped the stuff. I consider helping her, but by the time I move my feet towards her, she's already finished and continues onwards to school. She rubs the back of her head and her braids sway softly in the wind. I just passed where she was standing. I notice a small card on the floor. Instinctively, I pick it up. In my hands is a library card with what I assume to be her name on it. Ceridwen? Ceridwen? Ceridwen. I'm just gonna call her Sarah, 'cause that's way easier to pronounce than Ceridwen. Also, I don't want to say Ceridwen every time. And I don't even know if it's Ceridwen. Considering this is a Welsh school, wait, can I go back and change my answer? Dude. Eep! Yeah, I picked E. Oh, I can just say E. This is her name. Considering this is a Welsh school, I guess that's the origin of her name. I look up and she is nowhere in sight. Oh crap. Quickly setting myself off, I run towards the entrance of the school. I just hope I can catch up to her. It doesn't take me long to get her in sight. I call out to her, Sarah! You dropped this. Sarah turns around, flustered, and I approach her with a ragged breath. Here you go. Thank you. Her eyes are like red. Did she murder 5 people? She gives me a shy response as I hand her back the card. Oh, wait, she has a voice. It doesn't look like she's very comfortable with talking to me. It's on the card. Yeah, in this, she actually has a voice. She said, oh, if you didn't notice. Oh, not Sarah. Her name is Carrie. It's pronounced Carrie, like with a K. Sorry, my bad. Don't worry, it's okay. Carrie looks rather uneasy. I guess some people just aren't that fluent with others. Well, it's a good thing you got back. We're both pretty early, so it would have taken a while for someone else to find it. By then, they probably would have given it to the lost and found. Thank you. She thanks me again, and her eyes are averted slightly away from my direction. This card, it's important to me. I know that's not what it said, but I like that better. Maybe put it in a safer place. You wouldn't risk losing it then. I know I don't have the right to tell her what to do with her stuff, but things like this are common sense. I lose it a lot. It's easier for me to reach it quickly. Yeah, it's also easier for me not to get confused. I guess she's an avid book fan. She must be quite smart. That or she just likes books. I decide to continue the conversation for some reason. What sort of books are you interested in? I guess everyone needs a hobby. What sort of books are you interested in? Fiction or nonfiction? I read a variety. Well, that was a short answer. Oh, you want to study literature? Why don't you go down to Doki Doki Literature Club? Only probably get deleted. She looks at me as if she accepts me to belittle her. I thought I completely deny her expectations. Though I completely deny her expectations. Sounds great. It's good to have something you're passionate about. Her lips move. I guess she can't stop herself from smiling. Or murdering people. Moving my feet again, I set off towards the entrance of the school, turning around to face Carrie before I make any sufficient progress. Still early, but we should still go to class. It's a bit cold after all. Yeah, definitely doesn't look like a great summer day. Yeah, I know I'm right. I need to check what class I'm in. I think she's new too. She doesn't know what class she's in. School started a week ago. Don't tell me she has amnesia. What? What? What is wrong with me? Do I have like something against people with amnesia? I guess she was a pretty interesting person. Classes are well underway, and the class is filled with a whispered sense of lethargy. This is a Monday after all, and lunch is just around the corner. Does anyone really want to learn about the structure of the inner, some other word, membrane? Probably something about the brain. I'm probably stupid for thinking it's about the brain. It's probably nothing to do with that, but I don't really care. Right before lunch? Okay, it's probably something gross. Hopefully this isn't science class. I lean in my chair to stare down at my notes, which are just a little more than scribbles on a sparse page. In the end, I can't really say I expected anything. The music got out. Okay, there it is. Different. Wait, I'm gonna save here. Okay, configure history. How, how do I turn like the music down? No. Configure. Full screen, transitions, skip type. Okay, music volume. That is better. No, that's better. In the end, I can't really say I expected anything different when transferring here. After all, the basic principles of teaching are the same wherever you are. There's no reason as why this school would be any different. Though the extra language lessons are a pain. As I let out a small fart, but definitely noticeable yawn, the teacher glared sharply in my direction. Bored are you, Fuzzy? No, sir. Oh, that's a surprise. How about you answer the question at the bottom of page 3 then? I look at the closed book on my desk and realize what the teacher is referring to. I definitely haven't done a good job at pretending to work. I oblige and turn to page 3, moving my eyes towards the bottom of the page. I found a question that's somewhat relevant to what I managed to hear during the lesson. What is the space between some membranes? Is that the matrix? No, let's put it on the inside. Oh boy, do you have an answer? Why did it go from Australian to orange? Oh yeah, we have an answer. Try that. Oh boy, do you have an answer? No. That one. I honestly don't know the answer, but safest bet would be to call it that. I mean, It's the gap between it, right? Surely that must be it. Is it the mythical Yowzer? I hear a few snares from the more super sealers, but most of them seem to ignore my answer. I guess I was wrong then. Crap. Can I go back? I want to go back. Yeah, I want to get it right. Yeah. Is it this one, sir? The confidence in my voice, more likely I got the question right, and I seem to have surprised my teacher. Well done, Fuzzy. I guess you were paying attention after all. I certainly wasn't. I just went back in time and re-answered. There was a pop up. The teacher continues on with the lesson, leaving me to lean back in my chair once again. This time I'll try not to yawn. Soon enough, class ends and I trail behind a mass gathering to the exit to exit the room. I can't read. The crowd slowly shifts. The class only has about 30 people in it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3, 18. 18 times 3. I mean, I already know it's more than number. 54. That is actually little compared to the amount of seats. It's 54 seats. Anyways, I stagger behind the other students, go into the corridor or something, and make my way to the cafeteria. Food! Oh my gosh! Tables! These chairs! These people actually have backs to the chairs in their cafeteria! Not me! I don't got it. Chatter radiates from the swaths of people in the cafeteria. I weave my way through those standing around and people walking in the opposite direction. Fuzzy, get down! Don't make me come over there! Good, Fuzz. Fuzzy was up on the counter. The line is long, as always. Unlike most schools, the food here is actually quite good. So naturally, it's high in demand. I joined the queue of students, left famished by the morning lessons. Time slows as the line slowly inches forward. All of this for a sandwich? I know, mate. Oh, jeez, I'm so good. This is like teacher's son. I know, mate. They're Welsh, aren't they? Made with 100% Welsh beef. This guy's gonna. That's what they say anyway. I find it hard to believe they would import that stuff to Japan just for this one school. Eventually, I'm the one gazing at what's an offer at the counter. To be honest, that guy was right. The beef sure is lush. It's quite a prestigious school. I'm gonna fall asleep doing this live stream. I buy the sandwich and stuff it into my bag. This place is quite packed, so I doubt I'd find a place to sit down. I'm just about to leave. I spot a table that's actually empty. Well, almost. I noticed someone familiar eating by herself. It's that girl from earlier, Carrie, wasn't it? Well, yeah, it was like an hour ago. I wonder if I should approach her. Do it. It's not like I have many choices. I hardly know her, but I kind of want to sit down. It's cold outside. Oh, wait, I actually do have a choice. I'm gonna, uh, uh, I'd ask for people in chat to give me a suggestion, but no one's watching. So I'm gonna, she's probably the only girl I can actually, like, get in this game. So I'll approach her. You know what, I might as well approach her. She's alone after all. I've been in that situation plenty of oops. Okay, I'm saving. I probably should have saved before this. Return! I know how it feels. One step at a time, I make it. Offer to the table. Her silky braids gently rest by her sides. That's more in front of her, but whatever. Yeah, they're unlike before. Her braids are more due to her actions. As I draw closer, she notices of my presence and directs her head towards me. She hesitates to speak, but I planned on taking the initiative from the beginning. Tomorrow my voice is gonna be dead because I'm gonna have to talk this whole time. I kind of like Crush Crush better because I would just be like, crushed! Also, yes, I have made a lot of progress in Crush Crush. I'll tell you it, like, probably in a few days. I don't know when I'm gonna live stream next, but I'll do it when I'm gonna live stream next. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, that was disgusting. One like equals one. Rest in peace, Fuzzy's taste buds. And every 2 likes equals 1 taste bud resurrected. Hi, Carrie. It's me from earlier. I don't think I ever got a chance to introduce myself. I try my best to avoid sounding nervous, but I end up sounding like a total douchebag. Walking up to the girl, sitting by herself, I'm pretty noticeable to everyone else in the hall. My name is Fuzzy. Thanks for earlier. She is still pretty on edge. Perhaps I should just apologize to her and make a quick retreat. Do I get a choice? I'm sorry for walking up to you so suddenly. I don't normally have people to eat with, so I'm glad. She abruptly stops speaking after giving me a sign of gratitude. Her cheeks turn a rosy shade of red. No, they don't. They are still clear as the day. And she directs her eyes away from me. I guess she's embarrassed. Now they're like purple. It did strike me as odd as to why she's alone. Aside from her lack of self-confidence, she seems like a fairly nice person. I had an illness. Oh, so she probably has like a disease and she's gonna die, and I have to be her friend. Probably get weird. Anyways, Even though we just met, she's already explaining herself why she's so alone, and I never asked, but I guess she thinks of me as a close friend now, even though we just met. Though, given that she seems introverted, maybe I'm the only person that is. For a while, I was immobilized. As recently as last week. So you got hit by like a car? Did they like, oh my gosh, you have a tiny neck. I wonder how many of these. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. No, 3.5. That's small. How does your neck hold up your head? Is that what she told me? She needs to find out what class she was in. Her face continues to grow deeper shades of red. No, it doesn't. Stop lying, game. Maybe I should conversate with her to ease her explanation. Though, with her personality, I don't know if it'll actually help. I can understand. I guess I'm new here, so I don't really have anyone to eat with. It's not really as relatable to an illness, though. Tell me more. My dumb character won't let you. I kind of regret opening my mouth. Yeah, I kind of told you shouldn't. I mean, I never actually told you, but I was thinking that, like, don't do it, boy. Unstable. I've been here since last year. It's actually a pretty sad thought. If she's been here this long, how come she's this alone? 'Cause she's the cute girl, and all the popular girls are like, leave. And that's just what happens to the cuter girls. Even though she's probably not one of the cuter girls, every girl probably looks exactly like her. Like, look at that girl over there. That non-existent ghost. Yeah, something pretty sad that she's been here long, no friends, speak to her afterwards. I thought I'm making assumptions. For all I know, she could be a good friend with a classmate that just doesn't eat in school or is absent. Yeah, I am a jerk. It's just about every game. I'm just a jerk in every game. My gut feeling goes with my former conclusion in spite of that idea. At least in this game, I'm self-aware. Self-aware intelligence. Yeah, twirl hair at the tip of her braid nervously during the lag of our times of our conversation. The music stopped. So I decided to do something instead. It's bold, but I tear a sheet of paper from one of my books and scribble my phone number on it. Better not have been a freaking manga. Better not have been a Tokyo Ghoul manga book. Or else I'm going to mess you up, dude. I'm gonna beat myself up. If you ever need anyone to keep you company, then you can call me. I sound like such a dude. Or if you see me around, just say hi. I doubt she'll do either. Like, I'm such a jerk. Anyway, to downplay the forwardness of my actions, I think of the cheesiest quote I can, and continue speaking. Birds of a feather flock together. You're giving me your number? Oh, believe me, I'm not hitting on you. This bad guy has no balls. Though her voice is quiet, I can still sense she's a bit shaken up. I thought giving it to her would be acceptable in this day and age. People are particularly dependent on their phones now. I don't have a phone. Still, giving your number is someone is of the opposite sex, which is stupid, will probably remain direct for years to come. Thank you. Oh my gosh, brain, stop thinking. I want to get to the actual detail of like what sickness she has. Like, boy. For some reason, she thanks me. Her pale fingers reach out towards her bag and she gently takes out a rather pink and cute looking phone. Better have a freaking panda on it. No, actually, put a Fuzzy Devil logo on it. But a daffodil charm swings in the air. Make a Fuzzy Devil charm. As she enters my number, her body shaking slightly all the wheel. You're the first in the non-relative section. What about the doctors? Like, aren't you supposed to have your personal doctor on your cell phone too? And whatever. Finishing her sentence with a smile, she gazes at me. I smile back, of course, which in itself takes me a bit of courage. But her eyes quickly dart way to break our state of eye contact. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to be able to speak tomorrow. And if like one of my teachers just ask why I can't speak, I'll just send them the link to this. Hi, Miss Person. Yeah, windows beside us. We are nowhere near those windows. We're in the middle of the lunchroom. The chimes of the bell resonate throughout the room. I guess it's time to get prepared to go to class. Siri and shyly looks towards me as if expecting me to say something, which luckily for her, I do have to say something. But I'm not going to say it because I'm thinking for like an hour. I enjoy speaking to her, even if she doesn't say very much, which is quite annoying. Like I said, feel free to contact me anytime, though right now, guess we should head to class. Okay. Yeet. Something about... So she's walking next to me, slightly behind me, probably to keep her blushing face hidden. It's not blushing. I guess she seems to have a habit of going red. Yeah, her face is pale as my wall. And my wall's red. Pale. Dang it, I messed it up. We part ways when I reach my classroom with her giving me a hardly audible farewell once again. Okay, what I'm thinking of is she's gonna get sick and I'm probably gonna end this episode sometime before she gets sick. Something about going to class. And then the classroom is actually just my bedroom. The wooden chair behind my back is rigid and sticks into it, causing me slight discomfort. The music is like super sad. It's like, I'm so sad. Yeah, I could make my life. Looking for any information that could make my life easier. I hate homework. Anyone watching probably know. Yeah, I didn't expect anyone to watch. Maybe no one. Am I still alive? I'm still alive, right? Good. Words echo around. Yeah, I'm not gonna check unless I have an answer, like to do something or not to do something. Maybe if I ever get more popular, I'll just probably replay this game. Words echo around the room as I speak solemnly to myself. I thought that it would be easy just to copy the answers straight from the textbook, but apparently they're not here. This is a heavy workload. However, does seem something for the rather tranquil day at school. Blossom in her cheeks, even golden hair. Yeah, I'm talking about the girl. Carrie's persistence would be many small to many, but I can get her off my mind. Can't. Fuzzy, dinner is almost ready. Calls my reach my reach my ear as I was just about to give up on my homework. It's not due for another week anyway, so I closed the book and hardly toss it back on its shelf. Probably not hardly, but I want it to be hard. That sounds wrong. I have a break soon, so I'll probably record more there. I am about to leave my room. Something stops me. My cell phone chimes and vibrates slightly on my desk, leaving me to consider who might be calling. I wonder who's calling. Maybe it's Carrie. If you ever need anyone to keep you company, just call me anytime, or if you see me around the school, just say hi. That's right. I gave Siri my number. It hasn't even been like 2 weeks. It's been like I'd like just finished my classes and got home, and I already forgot that I gave her my number. And I've been thinking about her this whole time. Just like, I wonder how Carrie's doing. Oh yeah, I gave her my number. Yeah, that's right. I gave her my number. I wasn't really expecting her to call me, but I guess she was probably checking that I wasn't giving her a fake number as a joke. Lucy, are you coming? I'll be down in a minute, Mom. Probably not a minute, but it shouldn't be that long. It might just, I'll might English. Might just tell Carrie to call me back, but the least I can do is answer the phone. No photo. No phone. I pick the device up from my desk and answer the call. No, I haven't. Now I have. She was just breathing. You know what? Every time there, I'm just gonna breathe into the mic. You probably don't get what I mean, but I'm gonna do it. Every time I see my phone, I'm gonna breathe into the mic. Carrie breathes through the speaker. Oh, wait. Her nervous, all too apparent, even through a mobile call. Dang, I got fine. I'm not gonna do that. I want to see if you answer. Exactly what I was expecting. It's a lot clearer, and the nervousness I had once heard pretty much gone. Is it because she isn't speaking to me in person? How rude. Of course I'd answer. I gave you my number, didn't I? You did. Yeah, no crap. Thank you. You didn't think it was fake, did you? I tease her about it, to be honest. If she gave me her number, I would probably think it was fake too. That is, if she wasn't so timid, anyways. If her personality was different, she wouldn't probably be. Would probably be pretty popular. Ah, I struggled with that sentence. Don't worry, I'm only teasing. Heh. Oh, I can go through that sentence pretty easily. Just not any other. Teasing a girl I just met seems pretty abnormal, but I can't deny her response was adorable. You seem fairly relaxed. You're like the total, oh my god, why is this happening to me type of person. I call her out on the contrast of her speech patterns. I already know the answer, but I just want to show that she can speak to people clearly if she just tries. I find it easier speaking to people over the phone. Yeet. I'm sorry if it seems rude. Yeet. No, it's fine. I call my dad a lot. I know it says father, but I said dad, so deal with it. Yeet. She did say I was her first non-relative contact, even though she should have a personal doctor, which she should have the contact to. Whatever. I really wanted to speak to you. Yeet. Her stutters flare up again. The concept of calling someone from school is still probably quite foreign to her. Fuzzy, Fuzzy, your dinner will go cold at this rate. And everyone in my house is now screaming about what. I get another shout from the dining room. By now my family has probably started eating without me. It's quite traditional thing in this house for everyone to eat together. I'll have to tell Carrie to call me back. Saving here. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Yeet. I'd like to speak to you too, but do you think you can call me back probably in half an hour? My dinner is ready and my mother is being quite persistent about it. Oh, okay. Ye- Sarah does sound a bit dejected about it, rejected about it. She totally got rejected. But there's nothing I can do. My mother is quite strict at times, and she'll probably scold me for ignoring her if I don't go now. I think my phone just ran out of battery in the game because it's usually not how calls work. My screen just went black. And not like just like still lit up black, but like off black. I bid temporarily farewells and I head downstairs, leaving the phone on my desk. So far, I have not seen anyone else in this game. Dining room, three pairs of eyes are looking in my direction. It seems my family are well into their meals. Finally decided to join us, brother. My little sister gives me a cheeky remark as I pull out the chair next to me and sit down to feast upon my now lukewarm meal. Who's Luke? Will we ever know? No. I'm too lazy to microwave it. Well, how was your school day? You went up about an hour early, didn't you? You knew about that? I did tell you the clock was broken before you left. I'm tired of talking. Oh, so that's what she was trying to tell me. You can hardly call it before I left. I was out the door at that point. Well, the extra school is good for your brother. Don't tell him about it next time. My father lets out a laugh as I continue eating. I don't think he realizes that no matter what time I get to school, classes don't start until they're scheduled to. Yeah, that's probably true. That reminds me, son, have you met any girls? Cause I'm a weird dad. I asked you at breakfast and he didn't hear your response. That's because it was a stupid question. Interrupting my father just as she did before, my mother joins the conversation. Perhaps I should actually give him an answer. He won't stop asking me otherwise. I want to save your notification. Making Roblox groups mad. Do I have my computer for... Not really. I'm just gonna say there is someone. My relationship with Carrie is somewhat prime. At least in a sense, I haven't even known her for more than a day, and I'm taking her over the phone. Talking to. Oh, oops. I can't deny I find her cute, attractive, even attractive, even whatever. But I don't think this is the time or place to be thinking about this. Telling my father about her doesn't seem like a good idea this site. Don't worry, son. That face is the only answer I'll ever need. Oh, look out at your face. I know what it means. Oh, get her, son. My father gives you a thumbs up from across the table, and another bats him. Yeah, she grabbed a bat from storage and knocked him out. With a scornful impression. You don't have to listen to my mother. I'm just gonna make these two like the most the people you will never be able to understand. A clean plate sits in front of me as I finish up the remnants of my meal. I want to leave the room quickly so I don't have to face any more questions my father might think of, even though I probably won't understand them. Yeah, I leave and wash my dish. I speak good. It's not unreasonable to suggest that I could end up in that sort of relationship, but but I haven't even looked at my family. I've been looking at this door and the stairs the whole time, so it's not unlikely. She's the only actual person I've seen in this game so far. Like, legit. Everyone else is literally a ghost. Like, the table is even a ghost. There's no sign of her having any. There's no sign of her having it. Wow. My character's just the nicest person. There's no sign of her having any friends other than me. And she's pretty attractive. TBH. Letting my mind wander like this isn't good. It's too early to think about developing a relationship with her. You'd only just met. That probably broke her ribs. Just like the other girl from another game. I was just slowly walking and then crack, broken ribs. Seriously, how do you break ribs? Topic of Siri. That's not Carrie. I need to phone her back in a minute. Waiting for her to call again is an efficient use of time. Yeah, I get to wait. Serena opened the door to my room, creaks as I enter. My eyes shift towards my desk, and I reach over for my non-existent phone, because all that is on my desk is a lamp. Over there is a book, a tissue box, and a light. Where was this table? In the first couple seconds of the game, I knock over a table, and I break my alarm clock. Where are either of those things? Wow, what great timing. DSNet. It's another DS. She calls. I pick up. Doesn't take long for her to pick up, even though she was calling. I wonder if she was waiting for me. It was pretty quick answer. Hello. Hey, Carrie. Where were we? Where were we? We weren't really talking about anything. I'm stupid, I know. That's right, we weren't really talking about anything in particular before. How about we talk for a bit then? About what? Um, uh, Mythbusters. That's a show. How about Spider-Man? Okay, no. How about hobbies? Hobbies. Now this is getting to the point where she talks an hour about one book she read and also reads the whole book, which will take 5 other hours. Yeah, I know you like literature. Join the Doki Doki Literature Club. That's another game on Breaking Universe. Yeet. But is there anything else you like? There's just breathing. Eat. Carrie pauses for a brief moment, and the sound of her breathing flows out of the speaker beside my ear. I get a headache and die. Rest in peace, Fuzzy. Okay, we're dating now. What if that was like an actual option to respond to her with? Just, okay, we're dating now. I like the harp. The harp? You mean the instrument? Yeah. What else would she be talking about? Yeah, I can play it. Play something. She can play the harp? That reminds me. So it's like the school's logo then. Classical Celtic. Wait, harp is part of Irish culture? Because I know Celtic. I used to watch WWE. I still do. And there's a guy named Sheamus, and he's Irish, and he's the Celtic warrior. Maybe the harp's Celtic. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Not really. You learn something new every once in a while. That must be it. I'm sure Wales is a Celtic country. What about yours? Hobbies. You're the one who started this. My character's so dumb. Fuzzy, you're the one who started this conversation about hobbies. You should know what she's talking about. Yeah, your hobbies. She wants to know my hobbies. I did ask her the question after all. My character doesn't listen to me. Yeah, I should think of what I consider a hobby. It's nothing notable. Oh! Would you like to borrow one of my books? Yes, I would. Pow. I guess I could give it a go. Why is this not giving me choices? Sure, you can lend me one you like. Can it be a manga? I like manga. Do you have the newest Tokyo Ghoul book? How about we watch anime? Anime is great. What's your favorite anime? I don't have any friends. Of course I'll meet you at lunch. So I can give it to you? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. My character's such a jerk. Thinking back to what my father had said before, I can definitely say that I like Carrie, especially because she's hard. I like instruments. Though it's way too hard to tell. It's not unreasonable to say there's a possibility she's kind of sweet after all, though. I don't know. I shouldn't really think of it now. Thank you. Why do you keep saying thank you? Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably why. I'll promise you'll enjoy reading it. Okay, no one has watched. Never mind, someone has watched. So, yeah, I'll just read it. I'm looking forward to it. I hear a voice that isn't Carrie's coming from the end of the line. I guess someone must be calling up to her. Sorry, Fuzzy. My father's calling. It's like, oh, wait. Whoa. This is like the time I eat dinner. Yeah, this would be like exactly the time I ate dinner in the game is like exactly the time. Wait, does like the time change? Okay, I'll see you then. Goodbye. Bye. I don't have a good feeling about my father. It's just a feeling. The line falls silent as Carrie hangs up, and I place the phone back down on my own desk once again. For the first time this past fortnight, I'm actually looking forward to going to school. Carrie and I seem to have developed quite good friendship within just the course of a day. It's quite surprising, really. If the next day at school she has a bruise mark on her face, don't be a pervert. I think I I think it was her dad. That's the bad feeling I'm getting. I feel like her dad might be abusive because something about these games. I don't think she's gonna be at school tomorrow and she's gonna get sick. One of those two. Havana Unana. Half of my heart is in Havana. Oh, right. I was doing homework. I don't want to do homework. I'll have to speak with her later in the week. Yeet. A breeze rustles my coat. Yay, I don't have to talk to my dad today. Or like, yay, I don't have to do those really annoying voices today. Do 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 do. A breeze rustles my coat as I approach the school gates. Wait, checking. An hour? How long? Okay, like an hour 18. So we're pretty good on time. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Yeah. A breeze rustles my coat as I skipped through the other ones because it was probably just nonsense. I'm actually here at the right time. What a surprise. The sounds and sights of other students fill. There's no one here. As I swiftly get to homeroom, dispelling the idle thoughts in my head, one thing sure is missing: the presence of Carrie. I kinda walked to school with her yesterday, so I thought I'd see her here again today. Though I guess for her it wasn't a mistake that she came so early. Well, duh. Do 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 do. Yeah. She told me to meet her at lunch so she could give me a book, didn't she? So I'm sure gonna look forward to that. Something stupid. Half the classroom split between lessons. I'm gonna get so bored of this series so quick because I have to talk for like a year. Something to cleanse my palate. That didn't make sense, but whatever. I drank stuff. There, does that make sense? And the apathetic slackers who just want to get it with other with. Get it other with. Get it on. I sit at my desk and join the latter group. Dust shimmers as sunlight enters through the windows, but one by one more students enter the class as the clock on the wall creeps towards 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh, I want to live there. My school starts at friggin' 6. Like, jeez. My mind wanders to the thought of Carrie once more. Where am I supposed to find her when the lunch bell rings? Sitting alone, probably. Or maybe not. I doubt she'd be comfortable giving me a present in front of a crowd of people, even if it's just a book. I lean back against the chair as I typically would, and slowly watch the clock spin and go by, waiting for the lunch bell. Stretching my arms, I look up at the clock to check if the sound I heard wasn't a hallucination. I don't have whatever that word is. As far as I'm aware, people are definitely getting up and leaving the classroom, likely heading towards the cafeteria. Some do stay behind. I guess various Japanese high school customs still stick even in foreign schools. The curriculum may be different, but the attitude of the students wasn't enough. Certainly isn't. I'm so falling asleep. I stand up and trail behind everyone else. Looks like I'm the last person to leave. The corridor isn't the only thing that greets me as I step outside. Here you go. She looks so messed up. Why was I like on the ground? I promised to give it to you. God. Practically shoved it into her chest. Her face isn't that red, but I'm just gonna say it's red. I'm pretty sure mine is too. The blossom of embarrassment on her cheeks is a cute sight. She seems to be reluctant to make eye contact, though. Why is the camera just zooming in and in and in and in and in? I can see myself in her amber eyes, is what it says. Thanks. Why did he go to the corner? The book looks fairly worn. Judging by the condition of the pages, she must have read this quite a few times. How about the crease on the outside? I'm only borrowing it, so she probably wants to read it again in the future. You're welcome. Not something I do much. What? It's one of my favorites, so I hope you enjoy it. She lightly exclaims the fact, and I take the book from her. Something about the title as opposed to a fancy design or a sleeve. It must be fairly old print. Despite the blemishes, it seems to have taken quite good care of. Why does she look like she just slept for like 5 hours? Because her hair is very messed up. And her face is like, I want to sleep. Anyways, Once again, I look at her cute profile. She still holds a blush, more like a sickness, which suits her all too well, an adorable trait of hers. She also has tiny hands. Her breath is still ragged with nervousness. I'm ragged with let me sleep, miss. Hi. Hi. What? Okay, I'm stopping that because I think something went wrong. Let me just look through this whole thing. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't shown anything of this game. I watch your chest move inwards and outwards. Yeah, control. Yeah, play the game. It's really good. Now her hair and face is not tiny. How about we go get some lunch? You can't stand and keep standing here. English. Yeah, you guys might not be able to see this game. Just look it up. It's a really good game. You can get it on Steam for free, not sponsored. Wish I was. Then I'd get money for playing this. That's what's never gonna get me sponsored, by the way. But if I get sponsored once, I won't be like that. I slip the book into my bag carefully and invite Carrie to join me for lunch. Sure, I'd love to. Carrie slightly jitters as we both head down the corridor towards the cafeteria. As I spend my second lunch break of the week with her. No doubt. Oh, I can't get used to this. Though I feel as I've already am. I already have. We haven't gone to lunch, but we have teleported back to our house. Ugh, I'm so tired. I wish I could just lay down in that bed and sleep. Yeah, pop music. All Willis speaking to her friend on the phone. No one cares. I would go in there and tell her to quiet down, but I'm too lazy to do so. Mom or sis. After enjoying a nice lunch break with Carrie, despite neither of us really saying anything, the remaining class were rather dull and uninteresting. There's only one thing that really kept me thought of Siri, as dodgy as that sounds. Don't care, stupid text. Giving her a read couldn't hurt. Yeah, read the book. It's a love story. She doesn't even have a dog. I wouldn't know. Soon enough, I find myself at the end of the second chapter. It's interesting. I was expecting a lot from a love story. It was what you expect from a love story, pretty much. I should probably make a few mental notes of what I've read so far, just to give us something to talk about. Like, it's a good book. How about you call her? Nope, that ain't happening. Quite familiar. 2 weeks to remember it. A mid gust blows leaves. Yeah, stupid text. Oh, Carrie's here now. I don't know if you guys can actually see my screen or not. You're a jerk. You didn't subscribe to me. I don't really know if you could see my screen or not. I think this is just left up. I'm not sure, but you probably won't be able to see my screen. So if you can't, just stare at my background. It would be more interesting if you could. No, maybe I can configure text speed on the speed. Okay, I'll just disable full screen. Now, can you see it? No? Eh. Good morning, Fuzzy. She blinked. Carrie greets me, her lips curling up slightly, and I'm slowly make out with her, but not really. My character is stupid. Good morning, Carrie. Is also not a rapist. As light turns green, we both walk harmony across. It's not really a surprise for me. Maybe I can set the screen share up to only do like that. Sounds of her love. Yeah, screen share on this. Oh, there, it's finally working. I mean, I probably just ruined it. Anyways, as light turns, I think it's working now. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Okay, yeah, it's working. As light turns green, we both walk harmoniously across. It's not really a surprise for me to meet Carrie here. Pretty sure she did share part of the walk to school with me. This is where I first met her, after all. I'm dying. So how are you, Carrie? I throw the question out, trying to make conversation. I'm good, thank you. What about you? I'm good as well. Carrie smiles at my answer. She's actually able to talk to people better. I guess knowing that your friends are in a good mood, good spirit is a happy thought. But yeah, why wouldn't it be a happy thought? Glance at my side, I notice Carrie shyly looking in my direction. From time to time as well, she turns her head whenever I spot her. Does she want to ask me something? Anything on your mind? It seems I've caught her off guard. I wanted to know, can I walk to school with you more often? She wants to walk to school with me more often. That question seems pretty bold for her, but I oblige. Sure. Eat. Carrie smiles and nods her head cheerfully. I can't deny wanting to walk to school with her as well. I look at my watch to check the time. It's almost 7:45. Oh, jeez, I got ruined. Shall we meet where we met today at 7:35? That's good with me. That's good with me. That's not how that song goes, because it's not a friggin' song. Ha! I just put carbon dioxide in a bottle with my drink. Ha ha! My piece is full. I don't know why I do these things. So it's settled then. We're gonna walk to school together. I'm happy, but I can't complain. In fact, I'm happy. We get to school. I'll see you later then, carry lunch right. Sure. Lunch it is. I head down the path towards my class. With other plans for the day pretty much settled. Teleport to lunch, please. Dang it, I have to do class. I'll save. The lunch bell stops ringing just as I make my way out of the classroom. What? Okay. How did it? Wait. Oh my gosh, I can go back. I can rewind time. Look how fast her face changes. Am I going forward or backwards? I can't tell. I'm just gonna load back to here. Yes. I move through the corridor. Hello. Hey, Carrie, shall we go into the cafeteria? Can we stop by the library first? I need to return a book. She wants to go to the library. I'm not against it. I wasn't really that hungry anyway. Yeah, sure. We're still getting food. Speaking of books, I liked your book, is what I probably said. I'll just check history. I started reading the book you gave me. I really liked it. That's good. Carrie smiles and turns my direction. Would you like to go to the library? I already said yes. She sounds anxious, even more so than normal. I thought we were already going to the library. Not this one. Going to the city. Well, we live in Tokyo, so we live in the city. She wants to go to the city with me? Oh my gosh. What this game is like, it's like she wants to go to the city with me. She wants to marry me, pretty much. And I'm like, sure. Why wouldn't I? I would probably have to ask my parents, and they'll probably say something like, and I'll probably just take it as a yes. So yes. Sure. She holds a deep blush in her cheeks, but not really. gymnastics. We walk down the corridor in unison. What does auto do? Auto save? Whatever. Silence. Stepping through the door to my house, I moonwalked in. As you can see from this picture, I'm greeted by a sense of warmth, both physical and mental. Heater is turned on pretty high. Mother had seen me entered and greets me. How was school, son? It was good, I guess. It was good. That's great to hear. My mother wanders off and continues up the stairs to carry on with whatever she was doing. I take off my shoes and stroll into the lounge with a slump. Hi, 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 hi. What's up? Hi, 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 hi. One thing about school is that it sure is pretty tiring. This is new. Ahead of me sits my father. Oh, jeez. He's lying back in his chair reading a book. He lifts his head and peers towards me, giving me a grin. Oh, wait, no, wrong voice. Wrong voice. Yeah, right word. Ooh. Oh, no. I can't do it. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to do a dying man voice. Oh, hello. Ooh. Oh, what? Boy, leave you. Oh, this is so wrong. It's like, hello, Edda, this new. God damn. Hello, my boy. See, there, I got it. Oh, my boy, it seems like you've had a pleasant day at school, am I right? That smile on your face tells me everything you know. No doubt he spotted my upbeat aura. It's not like I was trying to hide it. You could say I had a nice day. I said that wrong, but you didn't. Tell me then, son, I need to know. He sets his book down on the floor beside him and sits forward to engage himself in our conversation. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just going somewhere with a friend on the weekend. Even though I never asked you. I say weekend, but Carrie never gave me a date to when she wanted to go. I'll just have to ask her. A friend? What sort of friend? Is it a girl? Stop being a pervert. I say we can. Friend is a girl. Straight up the girls. Oh wait, that's how. Straight on to the girls as always, I say. I can't say that. I've never considered the topic before. Carrie, of course, is a girl. Rather nice one, too. Though I don't know whatever telling my father would be the most. I don't know whether telling my father would be the most ingenious of ideas. He'll just keep asking questions until he gets to see her. That's what I would expect him to do anyways. My dad's such a freaking perv. It's a girl. Oh, it's a girl. I'm gonna be honest. Congratulations, Mama. I'm you start dating girls. It's not a date. Oh, I wasn't even reading that, and I was just like, it's not a date. It's just a day out. I wasn't gonna say the day out. It's just a friend. But it's not a date. It's just a day out. Not really sure what it is. She told me that she wants to go to the library with her. But surely she must be planning something more than that. It's a ghost boy. Please. I hope you get emotional. I think he's gonna have a heart attack and die. His words only partly make it into my head. He's always been like this. I take another look at him, realize he's reading a book. He is a publisher after all, so I guess it's his job to check over the things presented to him. The print on the book's cover is familiar. I notice the author's name and realize what the connection is. That's the same author as my boy. The book Carrie gave me, going by the condition of the book she gave me. She must really like his work. That girl I'm meeting with on the weekend, she really likes the author's work. I don't really know what's the best way to put it. I don't think telling my father will really achieve anything. I should have kept it to myself. No, you shouldn't. Why didn't you tell me, son? I'm good friends with this guy. He always makes me read his books before I sell them. I don't even like romance. Carrie does, though. Maybe getting her a copy might be a good idea. She gave me a gift after all. No, she gave you something to borrow. Not a gift. You don't get to keep it. Even if I only lent it, I may be as. Even if I only lent it, I may as well return the favor. Would be okay if I lent one. Just take the whole pile. He gave me too many copies of the damn thing. Instead, I only take one from the top of the pile. My father always has a way to make things absurd. Good thinking, boy. Sure, shall enjoy that. It's always the best to get on good side. What did I tell him? I take back being honest. He probably would have figured it out. He would have figured it out anyways. For once, I agree with him. Giving her a gift wouldn't be a bad idea, no matter the reason behind it. Alright, thanks, Dad. Don't take me like the guy who thinks it's funny to deliver me a ton of books too long. Oh, ow. I stabbed my finger. With that, I leave the room and head towards the stairs, reflecting on what just happened. It was a pretty lucky thing to be able to get this book for Carrie. Chance of that happening were pretty slim, but my father being a publisher definitely helps in a way. I wonder if his company published the book Carrie gave to me. I never actually checked. I make my way to my room, planning to give Carrie a call once again. After I give her the call, I am gonna end the stream. Okay, everybody, nobody watching, every me watching, everyone gonna watch in the future if people actually watch this in the future. I make my way to my room, planning to give Carrie a call. Comment down below if you're watching in the year 2018. It's not that far in the future. Anyways, make my way upstairs and planning plans for the trip. Nothing's changed. Still the same messy state that it'll always be in my bedroom once again. And shortly, I'll be on the phone with Carrie for the second time. This third time. Just like everything else, my phone is where I left it. I pick it up and find Carrie in my contacts list and proceed with a call. The phone rings while I wait for her to pick up. Hello, Fuzzy? Carrie answers her phone as I expected her to. It would be weird if someone else did. One time her dad's gonna call. I need to go straight to the point. We did come to an agreement. Yeah. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Start conversation. I'm good. What about you? I'm good too. Especially since I got to speak to her. About our trip. We never made plans, did we? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. It's okay, really. Any particular day you were planning on going, she's gonna cancel it. What about Saturday? Never mind. Is that fine with you? Yeah, Saturday is good. What time should we meet? Me, where we met at school, 10 a.m. Certainly. That's settled. Me and Carrie are gonna meet on Saturday. Saturdays are just free. We follow the British curriculum after all. Yay! Which is good since we get to do things like this. Lead you there. You just moved here, didn't you? I did. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate it. Followed her. I would have followed her anywhere. It was her idea to go. Plus, it's Carrie. Why wouldn't I? Okay, yeah, thank her. Sorry, I need to go eat too. I don't think I'll be able to call you back. I hear her whimper, though, at the end of the line. I guess she's upset as I am, having to end the call early and abruptly. Don't worry, Carrie. We'll be meeting on the way to school tomorrow, yes? That's right. I'll see you then, Fuzzy. Bye, Carrie. Bye. As the line goes silent, Fuzzy stops the broadcast and says bye to everybody watching. Bye, everyone.